the grid. On the left of your screen, 58, Bill Stewart. On the right, number 37, Terry Sowden. But look at Sean McAdden with the Porsche, comes charging through. It's a turbocharged Porsche, but we did notice that Sean had trouble with the handling in the wet earlier on during qualifying. Will he be able to stay out there in front?
It'll be interesting to see what happens now, Bill. The Porsche, of course, is the ideal car for getting the power down off the line. It's got the engine at the back, over the driving wheels. As you let the clutch in, all the weight goes over and gives you maximum grip. In fact, he's struggling now, look.
Well, Terry Sowden has got bogged right down in the mud. He's dropped down to last place. Mark Baker is also there with him. Mark Baker won the D final. This is the C final, and this is the battle up front. In the lead, John Turner, second, Bill Stewart, third place, Sean McAdden. There he is, McAdden in the Porsche. That car still looks fairly soft on its suspension, Steve.
Yes, indeed. Plenty of power there, Bill, but I'm not quite sure he's got the handling department right yet.
And it looks like Sean McAdden is going to be demoted another place. We'll have to wait and see there if he does. That's Tommy Taylor, number 129. Honestly, it is 129 on the side of that car. Everybody getting plastered in mud. Now, that is not the place to go where Tommy Taylor has gone, because it gets very, very sticky, but he got through, and also coming through there past Sean McAdden, 91, Mark Baker. So a complete change in the order, and McAdden suddenly has dropped to the back of the field. So it does indeed look as if the power was an embarrassment in these conditions. John Turner still there in the lead. That's number 58 in second place, Bill Stewart. And in third spot now, it's Tommy Taylor. Fourth place, Mark Baker. Fifth place, Terry Sowden, number 37. Sixth, it's Sean McAdden. And we, in fact, appear to have lost one of the early runners. And in fact, looking down the list, it's Dave George that has gone missing, and number 73, Russ Reeder. So we are down to 6 cars in this C final. Just 2 more finals to go after this. There's the man in second place, Bill Stewart. This is a very well turned out Ford Escort. You can't really tell that because of the mud. But and to me it looks a little bit heavy. Steve, what do you think?
Yes, difficult to say, of course, Bill, just from watching by the screen, but probably not a tremendous disadvantage in these conditions. As you say, power can be a bit of an embarrassment when it's so greasy.
Well, in fact, Sean McAdden has just come past me in the commentary box here, and the Porsche engine is sounding extremely rough. So I don't know whether it's being affected by water or whatever, but that is the reason that Sean McAdden has dropped to the back of the field. A very, very rough sounding engine, but no problems for this man, number 711, John Turner. Appears to be heading on his way for a place in the B final. Well, you may have, and that's Terry Sowden who's gone off there. Terry Sowden has gone off, coming out of the hairpin. I think the conditions caught him and the Escort spun off. He's regained the track now, but John Turner coming through, and John Turner almost losing it as well. In fact, if he does this too much, that will allow Bill Stewart to close. Bill Stewart is closing. We'll see him come into the picture any second now. There he is. You just saw the tail of Bill Stewart coming through. These are 4.5 lap finals from now on. So, and Bill Stewart is slowing. Bill Stewart has slowed down and is being taken, and I wonder if Bill Stewart thought that this was a 3.5 lap race, Steve.
It'll be tragic if that's true, Bill, because he was just closing up there. In fact, it does look as though that is the case, because he's speeding up now. Not a hope of catching, I'm afraid.
Yes, and I'm certain that's what it was. I think Bill Stewart thought that this was a 3.5 lap race, but in fact from the C final, the finals are extended to 4.5 laps. But here's the man who didn't make a mistake, John Turner. He almost lost it on Chesson's previous time, but got it back together and away quickly. And of course it really is very true, isn't it, Steve, that until you see the checkered flag you do not stop.
Absolutely, absolutely. The only flag you stop for is a red one. Mind you, he's just coming past the commentary position now, and by the look of the screen I'd be very surprised if Bill Stewart can see very much at all. His screen is completely filled in there.
Well, of course the other reason then was that as he closed right up on this man, John Turner, and Turner put the power down, he could of course have got a screen full of mud, but no problem for John Turner. Clear screen as he takes the checkered flag. John Turner wins, goes through to the B final, a very close second after a good run up through the field, number 129 Thomas Taylor, and recovering to that third spot, number 58 Bill Stewart.